The application portion of working with Siser HTV is my favorite part. It's the final step and it's where you get to see your creativity come to life. But it is very important to do this process correctly. Although this step is easy to do, I want to make sure you're doing it properly. Refer to the Siser tech sheet or the Siser app for the application settings you will need for which Siser HTV you are using. In this case, I'm using Siser EasyWeed, Siser Glitter, and Siser Holographic. You can apply Siser HTV simply with a home iron or a heat press if you have one. I'm going to show you how to properly apply for both. With the home iron, you want to make sure you're using a hard flat surface that will not get damaged. We don't recommend using an ironing board, but if you don't have a flat surface like this, I would recommend using something like a wood cutting board. Next, you want to make sure you have your iron dialed into the appropriate setting, which is usually between the cotton and linen setting. Make sure you don't have any water in your iron. You want to avoid using any kind of moisture or steam. Once the iron is heated up, you want to pre-press the area you are applying on. This is going to take out the wrinkles and moisture in the garment. Lay your transfer onto the garment with the carrier side facing up. Now you can see why we mirrored our cut file. Tip for finding the placement on your shirt is the 3 to 4 finger rule from the collar. Use a piece of parchment paper as a cover sheet and lay it on top. Folks, here's where I cannot stress it enough. Even solid pressure is super important for the application process. Avoid ironing your transfer like you would iron out wrinkles. Start at one point in your transfer, use some pressure, and hold the iron down for 10 to 15 seconds. Then step and repeat throughout the entire transfer. Then you're going to peel the carrier hot. Be sure to look at the tech sheet of whichever Siser HTV you're using to see whether it is a hot or cold peel. I have to stress these steps because I want you to have a successful application with your Siser HTV wash after wash. Now I'm going to apply with a heat press. If you have a heat press, set your temperature and time on your display. Set your pressure by increasing or decreasing the pressure knob. You want to make sure you feel some resistance when you're closing your heat press. You want to pre-press your garment for a few seconds. Lay your transfer down on your garment, cover it with parchment paper, and press for 10 to 15 seconds. Hot or cold peel. Both ways of applying Siser HTV are effective. As you can see, you get great results with either. That's all it takes to apply your transfer. Be sure to stick around for the next video where I show you how to apply layers of Siser HTV and mixing Siser HTV.